Well, welcome to the Fragrance Nut. Hey, this video won't be very long, so I appreciate your time. If this is the first time you've come to this channel, welcome to the Fragrance Nut. If you're returning, I appreciate it as always. Okay, so this one, I went on Lucky Scent and couldn't get a sample of this fragrance. And so I was able to procure a 3 ml size, which they did offer all the way up to 12 ml, but I wanted to first see if it was a full bottle worthy because I was considering it. And at the price, I believe it was like a 75 ml for $290. And that is none other than, and I'm gonna screw this up, but I'm gonna put it up there. It's Encore Fois. And it is by Infiniment Coty. And everyone out there in the fragrance world may be familiar with the old Coty. I believe it's the same house, and they're now getting into the niche market, and they have several offerings. I may even explore a few more. There was an amber one that I may check out. But this one here grabbed my attention because of the vanilla, and I'm not sure if I'm familiar with vanilla orchid, but as always, you can trust the really good packaging of Rich and Luxe, LUXE.com. You know, I believe you can go, yeah, Rich and Luxe. They're very nice in their packaging. They even send a pouch that you can take these. This here is a 3 ml size, and you can put them in pouches and pull the drawstring. Anyway, this one is a very simple vanilla to me. It's just 3 notes in there that I can find, and that's there's gosh, I'm gonna grab my notes right quick. There's bourbon vanilla, there's Peru balsam, and that's kind of give you that woody scent to it, and then vanilla orchid is in the base, or perhaps it's in the heart, I'm not sure. Now the nose behind this is Fabrice Pellegrin, and he has, and I'm hoping it's a he or she, I'm not sure, but I believe it's a he, and has over 270 creations, and I did look him up, and some most notable would be Amouage, Sunshine Man, Smoke for the Soul by Killian, and I believe I've had that, some Diptyque, and then Scandal, which I have done a review. I bought a full bottle of the male and the female. Scandal for my wife and Scandal for me. But this one here, they're saying, and I'm sure that it's not true, or at least it's not true yet, but the claim is that they are going to come out with a way to make the fragrance last over 30 hours. I don't know if you ever really want a fragrance to last over 30 hours. I've even seen some last 24 hours. There was a #1 by Clive Christian 25 years ago when it was really potent. I don't know what it is like today. I'm sure a lot of the reformulations on fragrances, and then once they get your money and get enough sales, I believe they water it down a little bit. Or perhaps the raw materials are hard to find. Anyway, this one to me, if you were truthful, the moment you spray it on, and I did on the arm last night, and then I did it today, a couple of hours ago, and I wanted to try to time it. The moment you spray it on, you smell it right away. It's a beautiful fragrance. But then it gets right close to the skin. I even put, well, last night I might have just put it on just before bed, and so of course it was dry skin. But today I placed oil on so that perhaps I can give it some longevity. And even then, you're not going to get past 5 hours. And I don't believe if you put it on clothes, you'll get much more than that. It gets real faint, real quick. So it could just be a marketing strategy, or I hope it's not a scam. They could have at least said in the future that's what we're targeting for 30 hours to be something. But for it to be an EDP is astounding that it only lasts 5 hours best. And it would really be a real intimate setting, and someone had to be probably have the, in my opinion, he or she has their head right up to you. Maybe you sweat a little bit and it might come out, but it doesn't project at all. It's a real quiet scent. Again, I did say that it's beautiful, but for $290, unless you got deep pockets and you don't mind carrying a 75 ml size, or break it down into decants and spray every 5 hours to carry you throughout the day, this, in my opinion, there are better vanillas. It is being compared to Guerlain's Debutus Spiritus Vanille. I could see the resemblance, but it's not as good, nowhere near. I heard that it's been compared to Jimmy Choo, which I have not tried that vanilla fragrance. And there are a couple of others it's been compared to. Have you tried it? What do you think? Are you finding the same thing I'm finding? I have checked some other reviewers. They're saying the same, they're singing the same song. So we're in the same band. And right now I'm lead guitarist or lead vocalist in this. And the background singers would have been the reviewers I checked out. And we're all in harmony saying, no, this is not full bottle worthy. Unless you just really want to add it in your collection, it'll probably hit your top 5 out of 10. Might make it top 5. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this one. It's going to be a no, but it's still beautiful. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you tried it. Go to Rich and Luxe, because Lucky Scent has it, but it does not offer a sample of it. So that's the only place I found that was trustworthy. And many of the other sites, they didn't carry it. So that was my best place to go. Pretty quick on the delivery. So that's all I got to say. Always remember, keep smelling good. Like, share, subscribe. I never say hit the notification bell, because if you're interested in me, you'll see when something's happening. I'm not going to ask you to be bothered with notifications in case I drop a video. None of that, because your time is precious, and I appreciate just you taking the time that you have taken. And with having said that, have a good night.